Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Spins out by a man, and now he's in the clear. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going.
Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on the opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. The throw is caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. First and 10 from the 41. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They go play action on 1st. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Throwing now, Milton. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lone back gets the handoff. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Has the connection to Gainwell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They are looking at fourth down, however. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Play fake here, Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
This one intended for the running back. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, Washington. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Milton to throw. Complete to DK Metcalf. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Bails out of the pocket quick. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. On the gun, it's Daniels. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Daniels on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Space to the left. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a Washington touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Milton now. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Launching deep down the right sideline. It is caught at the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Ken, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
It's second and goal. Here's Milton. Buying some time right. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on third and goal. Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Mitchell up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Man in motion here. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Fourth down. Here's Daniels. Headed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from his own end zone. Gets everything he has under this. Big gain downfield. The 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 10 now. Lays out left side and gets it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Olave with the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Daniels throwing on third. Stays in the pocket. Now he's forced out. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. From the red zone now. Hits his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Oh, he loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Hits him on the out route. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. So they'll come up first and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for the back that time. But still plenty of options left on third and short. Milton now. Searches from the pocket. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on fourth. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Mitchell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 13. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Commanders losing by 4. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. He'll throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away. They'll
run here with Gainwell. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. They've got a man in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They give it to him again. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, about 45 yards out.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Looking to throw it. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Now to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. One final shot here. On the move, headed right. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take